about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Looking to throw on second down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it
in. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20.
You know it.
He'll set up to throw. Finds his man. It's fired. And they swarm him under. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Got a man. It's Turbin. Plows through the defense. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good in the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a
Man,
bad
they're
spot.
trying to do it for him.
Together here, so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Casey. Makes a stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on 1st down. Extending the play. He fires it out to the right. He's got it. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Ooh, the defense so lucky that was not a touchdown. The offense saw an opportunity to take a chance and take a shot, and they executed that play beautifully.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just a 4th play of touchdown. The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
Yo, Will. Oh, you was on the...
He'll try to tack on one more.
Yo, Will. That was for you, Nick.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. They'll start the return inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm.
Afterburner's coming. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cyclones! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Who that is?
The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll go to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was able to run through a tackle. They finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Time to take a shot. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play.
Iowa State 14, UCF 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The sure hands, it's Ashley. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Iowa State sending the offense back out. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again, or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some points.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Wants to throw on second down. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty.
Yo, ass deal.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much there.
And that man
They'll
gonna beat the shit out of you.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful,
You're
they'll
not
take it
good.
a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much
How
on
much you want to
first down.
bet?
It's 2nd
I'm
and
gonna
9.
play for game. Me bet.
He's looking to throw. The quick out. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He wants to throw. Looking to buy time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. They're going to throw it again. Buying some time. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Not enough for the first. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Oh, what is you doing?
Intercepted. And he's
God damn.
solid return on the pick.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
The run from the shotgun. Gets that
Hell yeah, finna lose.
He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line.
I don't even know why he even jumped in that game.
Kept it on the ground last time.
Like he just like that or something, bro. Nah, you thought you was gonna win that motherfucker, that's all.
Unleashes one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Ashley. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a
But he
return.
want
Yeah,
to see
that didn't look
is
good
he
for
like
the
that.
offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Iowa State, number 2 in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, Phyllis, here's a final update on a top 15 flash. Utah delivered a masterpiece performance today and gave notice to the rest of college football. This is a team that can win anywhere, anyway.
Yeah, why you on your phone, bro?
We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on
Put that motherfucker on.
poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Kicking team's got it.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff teams.
Man, yak ass is dead.
Practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of
Let's go.
big collisions, big force fumble, big momentum play created.
Yak needs to score right here.
Going up top on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down.
What you not doing?
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job. Already built a huge lead. Now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
With the catch, it's Ashley. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Knights want to pick up the tempo. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. It's complete. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. He wants to pass it on second down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, UCF.
Man, what a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half. A lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot. But here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position, go make some things happen. Force some turnovers, play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen? Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
UCF 14.
The Knights will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like,
hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Just feeds the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
The Cyclones trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Now on the move. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And the Cyclones come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to run it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
He good than you?
Kick it away after scoring the
This is
touchdown.
my word. This is my word, bum. Now, what's the score? What's the score? You up?
Catch called for and made.
Oh,
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, it's time to start.
he want to get the big.
Gotta start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession.
Yeah.
Offense is gonna have
That was me.
and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that,
That's what them niggas do. Yo, crazy. All right. Be dumb if you want to. I know what's going on.
From the gun, the ground game.
All right, bro. You right.
Gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
and that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle.
Yeah, you can't do that shit because you're not good enough to do that shit.
They'll give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that.
He'll find out. Just bet. Go up there, bet them next game $20. Yeah.
The defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds.
Well, play him for some money then. Add him back in the party and play him for some money. Since you think you...
Obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second
I bet add him in the party and tell him you want to play with some money. Or why not shit change?
Anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day.
Hell no. Why would you do that? You want to get out there like a...
Second down, he'll let it fly. Unloads to the right. He's got it.
Get out there.
He'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense.
Yeah. Remember last time he tried to get out there.
And that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Fires to the big fella.
Yeah. Goddamn down there dry like a motherfucker.
A lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an
Hold on, Vel, you was out there?
there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch,
Oh, nah, you...
no doubt he
Nah, Bill wasn't out there. He ain't never come to Jack crib about the practice. He was always going down the crib type nigga. Yeah, you
On
know.
second down, wants to throw it. Coming after it.
Nigga, Yak fucking down there died in that bitch.
Wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah.
serious, man. When you watch them on film,
Who? Nah, we ain't never go to that killer. I ain't never going over there. I don't know what the fuck.
down, but that pressure gets to him, and they hit.
Boy, Jack back dude got a pool. His mama and them dude got a pool in the back of their house.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the right. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Wide receivers
Talking about he used to be in that bit after every practice.
according to them. And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want to have confidence. You want to force feed. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high.
Not you, boy.
You force them a little bit too much, the defense takes advantage like they did right now.
Mhm.
Iowa State 35, UCF 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here with a big lead in the game. They're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Gets open down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Knights will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc.
Go ahead.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Quarterback will audible. On second down, he'll let it fly. Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes a connection. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there, they're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Looking for his man. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, what a move! And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Defensively on third and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a fourth down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Okay, I see you good.
It is showing, of course, this
You
team
gonna win?
last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against a defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Unloads it downfield. And this is
Well,
incomplete pass. He had
nah, that nigga got the mind. That nigga just he let them niggas change his ass. I can't believe it.
on third and long. He has to throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
You said you remember when you said Quill getting his ass beat up, you had to stop, bro.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll pull it down. Oh, he left him grabbing. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
Where it
And the
came
center
from?
downs get
She came
started
from.
at the 33, first and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Oh,
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points and get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from.
Oh, he wants it all. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Knights. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UCLA
you just say?
was a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home.
yeah, fun. DX caught that bit.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. On the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you break out the hit stick. When you
Yup.
and that guy gets struck and he goes backwards, that's how you bring it.
They'll try the right side. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Cyclones line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. After not really playing their best earlier this